Hi friends. It's a lot to take in. Don't worry, I'll take you step by step all the way through. Today we are playing again with a new pair of likely lashes. Today's box is Sleepy Starlet, although I don't know if that's what we're invoking with today's look, but hey, at least the lashes are bomb. If you want to know how we got to here, keep on watching. But before we get started, I wanted to give a little shout out to my friend Ryan Nunez and his podcast Broad What. Thank you so much, Ryan, for your support on Patreon. On the podcast, Ryan sits down and gets into the nitty-gritty with theater performers from the West Coast. If you are from the West Coast and you are a theater fanatic, this is the podcast for you. And he does not beat around the bush. He will get right to it with someone. His interviews are compelling. They are humorous. They are sometimes very poignant, but always fascinating. You always get to know a little bit more about that person that you may have seen on stage somewhere in Vancouver. I happen to be on episode 17 if you want to go check that out. I will leave all of his information where you can find Broad What Podcast down below in the description box, including broadwhatpodcast.com, iTunes, and hopefully soon Spotify. Again, Ryan, thank you so much for supporting me on Patreon. And now that you've skipped forward about 30 seconds, let's get started. Not really sure what direction this is going in. I basically just wanted to do something that is going to highlight the next lashes that I want to work with from Likely Makeup. These ones are called Sleepy Starlet. They're a little bit more wispy. They flare out on the corners. They're gorgeous. So I want to do something that will complement that. The box is black and red, which leads me to, have a little bit more of an edgy vibe. What I do know is that I want to use reds and then maybe deepen it up, maybe use some duochrome. I don't know. We will figure it out along the way. Let's start off by priming the lids. I've already done my brows. Got my little Spock brows on today. So let's just use soft ochre because we really want to make sure we get the most color payoff today, especially when we're working with reds. And I decided to do my base after in case this gets really messy. Let's try using an M441 first, and let's use Suburbia again because I think mostly I'm gonna work with Love Plus, so I think a good transition will be pink. I swatched a bunch of my pink shadows on my hand here, and this one's Suburbia, which I actually was surprised by. I thought Suburbia was a lot peachier, but this was the pink from the Dream Street palette and it looks almost quite orange next to it. I didn't want it to be too peachy because I do a lot of peach. I think I also want the shape to be pretty winged out and up. So I just want to start stamping on some Suburbia in this sort of winged out shape. I don't do winged out shapes very often because I feel like I can get really carried away. But today I just thought, well, fuck it. I took risks with the other look and it really paid off. I mean, I got lots of really positive feedback from it. In fact, I ended up on, of all places, Sugarpill's Instagram. I'm still not over. It's too much for me to really process. Like my face is sitting next to Pontberry's face and it's just a little hard to comprehend. So yeah, that was pretty awesome. So I figure if I take more risks, maybe I'll see more results. Who knows? Anyway, trying to work a little bit more out of the box. And then I'm gonna take my M514, start packing on Love Plus. I'm liking the shape a lot. Trying to get that red color quite pronounced, especially in here. I'm gonna go back into Suburbia and soften the tail just a little bit. That's pretty cool. I think I like where this is going. I think I'm going to dip into a cult classic. This one is called Cherry Cola. It's by Makeup Geek. I need a smaller brush and I'm going to deepen out that crease a bit with Cherry Cola. Now to, I think, either make or break this look, I want to use something that I don't think I've ever dipped into or put on my eyeball since buying it, which is kind of a travesty. It is such a beautiful eyeshadow. I picked up Insomnia by Makeup Geek. It's hard to tell on camera, but it's got this burgundy green shift like an oil slick. I think this is one of the original shades that Manny created for his collab palette with Makeup Geek. Either that or he threw it in there, because I believe that that is in the palette itself. And it just looks so good next to Cherry Cola that I think I have to put it on my eyeball. But let's just see what happens when I just dip my finger into it. Oh, it's really soft. We're just gonna do this. Holy shit. What? That's nuts. Oh, that's so cool. I know this type of shade was popular like a year ago. I slept on this one, guys, I'm sorry. But it's really soft and it's not flaking at all. It's just like really buttery and it blends perfectly with Cherry Cola. I really love that. Oh, high five me. It all kind of clashes together in a really fun way and I'm kind of really digging this look. I'm going to catch up the other eye off camera. We will be back. Okay, nose is snatched, base is set, bronzer is on, hair is doing its own thing. This is what my hair looks like when I don't treat it with anything. No heat products, no nothing. This is just what it does on its own. Moving on from there, what I usually like to do is take a smaller brush, do more detail work underneath the eye, go back into Love Plus, start really smoking that out, and we're not being shy. And making sure to connect it so it makes a straight line. So I'm basically just like hiding my entire eye bag, then going into Cherry Cola with the same brush and then really running it tight underneath the lashes. I kind of want to take this down and make a bit of a new inner corner. Okay, that's kind of cool. Then I should probably take this and run it along the lash line as well. How do I make that pop a bit more? I take this nude. And then I'm gonna go back into Insomnia, put it on the center of the lower lash line. I think we're done for the eyes for now until I want to throw on the lashes, but I'm gonna save that till the very end because now I'm scared. I think we're gonna do blush, and for blush I'm taking some inspiration from Visible June on Instagram. She does really heavy red blush and it's just stunning on her, so I wanted to tie the heavy red eyes with some heavy red blush and then do something simple for the lips, like something really, really minimal. So first off though, I'm going to dip into Suburbia again and just lay down like a blush foundation. Let's do a little bit on the forehead today too. Everybody's favorite. Someone in the comments of Sugarpill's repost of my photo said, "Can't wait for that nose blush trend to die," so. But like, honestly, let people live their life. If you don't like nose blush, don't take it out on other people who like nose blush. It's just makeup. It's super not that serious. And hey, Sugarpill like might look enough to repost it, so clearly they are at least non-committal about nose blush. Also, it covers up the fact that my nose is already so red these days without the help. I don't know what it is, but like I've been breaking out like crazy on my nose and I can't seem to get it to calm down. It's just really angry and red. Now that I've laid down some initial blush, I actually want to use Love Plus as a blush, but I didn't want to go straight in with it because I didn't want it to be super patchy or anything. I've seen Visible June have this really bright red blush and I was like, yes. This is an old standby. Let's do that. I'm gonna go in with Pink Heart. I always forget how much this highlighter just gets everywhere. And to brighten things up a tiny bit, I'm just gonna use How Many Carats. I use it for this a lot because it's just so bright. Just hit the very tops of the cheekbones a second time. I forgot to throw it in here. Let's spray this down. So Mario Badescu it is. All right, something I haven't done in a while on a look. Let's do some freckles. I'm gonna add something to the eye because I put a little bit of a sort of soft liner moment here and sort of under here as well. I feel like I need to balance it up by putting maybe just a line. Now, because there's a lot of action going on in my face, I want to keep my lips like super minimal. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take some dark red lipstick just on the inside of my lips. Okay, that will have to do. Okay, now I'm going to just take a clear gloss. I'm just gonna use the NYX This Is Everything lip oil. I'm gonna take a little bit off the back of my hand though so I don't get red lipstick all over the applicator. Dab it on with my finger. All right, well, there's one lash on. I had a lot less trouble doing these ones today. It might have something to do with the fact that I did go ahead and trim them, and well, wouldn't you know, it actually it helped. So hopefully today the next lash won't be a complete disaster. I felt I owed it to you to do a lash application that actually goes well. So here we go. Cross your fingers, folks. So I trimmed the tails of the lashes by like a millimeter, not too much, because they did nearly just about fit. I don't know how I feel about this line I made. I think I went a bit overboard with the graphic liner. Ultimately, I still really like where this look went, but I do wish I hadn't made that one line. All right, mirror, tweezers. Now this pair did come a bit uneven in lengths. This one is a lot more winged out in length on the outside, and this one was less so, so it might look like they're a bit uneven. This is the finished look. When I sit down and just create something from nothing and I don't really have anything planned, it can either turn out very right or very wrong. Of course, makeup is subjective, so it's not like there is a right or wrong per se, but I really like how all the colors work together. They kind of clash in good ways, which is something, you know, that is scary but fun when you pull it off. Yeah, I kind of feel like an alien from another planet, maybe a planet that is comprised of mostly rock stars. Nevertheless, the lashes look great. They went on way easier this time around, so now you know I'm not completely inept. So I would love to know your thoughts. Just comment down below what you think of this look, if you like it, if you hate it. These lashes have actually kind of taken me out of my creative rut, and I'm very grateful, so thank you. There are a bunch of links in the description box that I want you guys to check out. Number one, Sephora Squad. Please check it out. I think there's a few days left for you to leave a testimonial for me so that I can be part of the very first hashtag Sephora Squad. Please do that if you haven't already. If you have, thank you. You're very nice. Number two, Patreon. Link is down below. There's a couple of perks that you might be interested in, so go check that out as well. Third, Broad What Podcast. I will leave everywhere you can find it down below. Ryan Nunez is a great person to listen to, especially if you enjoy theater. If you enjoyed watching this video, if you enjoyed this look, give this video a thumbs up. It helps me out a great deal. Also, if you haven't already and you're lurking, this may not be your first video that you've seen of mine, just hit the subscribe button. Just do it. I don't have an uploading schedule. I never have, probably never will, unless this becomes my full-time job, in which case, once again, reiterating the Patreon thing. If you want to be notified every time I upload a brand new video, there's a bell icon down below. Click that and it'll give you a little notification just to let you know that I have uploaded a brand new thing. So go do that if you want to. I exist on other social media platforms. Instagram is one of them. It's the same way it's spelled here, at Madelaide, and my Twitter, which I update infrequently, is at MadSuds, which is MADDSUDZ. So that is it for me. I'm going to say adios, good night, good morning. Please be kind and be generous to everyone you meet out there in the world today, and hopefully I will see you on the next one. Bye guys.